Hey students, today we're going to be talking about citing evidence. And here it says citing sources, same thing. So citing sources is when you're using evidence from all these websites and books that you're reading about your informational topic. So this is important. It doesn't seem like that important. It seems like a detail, but it actually is, because as you see here, this is actually on Study Island. And our Study Island, this assignment is called bibliographic information. If you want to look at this any further, you can. But I will say it gets a little more in-depth than we do in 5th grade. So I'm only going to show you just the first part. But citing sources is when you're looking for information in different places, and you tell where you got that information. So let's take a moment and talk about that. First of all, if you use information from a source and you don't say anything about where you got it from, or you choose not to use quotation marks, that is called plagiarism. Plagiarism is stealing someone else's words, ideas, or information. And it happens when you're using someone's words without them knowing, and it is not allowed. It's a huge rule breaker. Actually, as you move on from elementary school to middle school, they have technology that looks for plagiarism. So if you think you can just, I'll just get away with it, those middle school and high school teachers use different programs that look for commonalities between your writing and sources, possible sources from on the web. So plagiarism is stealing. It's stealing that hard work of that author. That author did research. That author did a lot of work. Maybe it's their own personal account of something, and they don't want their words stolen. So plagiarism is not allowed. And I do know at the high school level, kids can get a big F on an assignment. They can fail out of a course because they plagiarize. So I want you to understand this right from the beginning, your very first opportunity for research, that you understand that plagiarism is wrong. It's stealing. You can't do it. Here's how you don't plagiarize. Because I'm having you collect all this information. Why would I have you do that if you can't use it? You can. The way you use it is with quoting. So over here you can see an example of quoting. So if you look here, it says, according to Kendra Yates, that's the author who wrote it, Savannah plays a key part in Georgia's tourism industry. Notice you see the according to Kendra Yates. That's step 1, introducing the quote. Notice you also see a comma here. See that comma? Then you put a comma. Then you put a quotation mark, and this is where the exact words start and end. And then they put extra quotation marks, and then that's the page number they found it on. Now, we're not quite to that point, so you can just put a period right here, because we're all looking at Ducksters and Wikipedia and things like that. You're going to be able to do this just in a little bit of a simpler way, and you're going to say, according to Ducksters, and then the quote like this, according to Ducksters, comma, here's the quote, and then period, end of quotation marks. That's how you quote an author. If you put information in without the quotes, even if you say, according to Kendra Yates, you are not telling the reader that these are the exact words I got. So those quotes are important. Let's go down one bit. So here we go. To paraphrase. So this is similar to quoting, but a little different, is when you put the words that the author said in your own words to state someone else's information. And you can say, but I said it. I didn't say it exactly the same. How come I have to quote it? Because you still have to give that author credit. It was originally their idea. So a paraphrase is giving the author credit without having to quote, because you didn't say it exactly the way they said it. So let's look at how they did it. They said, according to Kendra Yates, Savannah is an important city for tourism in Georgia. See how they said it in a little different way? They even put the page number here again and a period. So again, because you're citing where you got it, you can put a period there. If you want, especially if you're citing a book, you can put a page number there if you'd like. So that's really where we're going to go with this. More that happens in cited information is they do a lot more in-depth with footnotes and crediting images and works cited at the end. We're not going to get into that. That's something that you'll learn in middle school. But if you know how to cite a source properly, you're going to do so much better in 5th grade, and you'll have a leg up on those middle school teachers knowing how to do this. So good luck on your assignment today in citing sources. We're not jumping right into the essay yet because this is such an important part of writing an informational essay correctly that you need to spend some time making sure you know exactly how to do this. And then you have to do the mastery check to move on to lesson 5. Good luck.